Where are the roads and highways? Where exactly is Lehi's land of promise? One of the many ways to find where it is to look for the Nephite ancient roads. As Mormon wrote, there were many highways cast up and many roads made, which led from city to city and from land to land and from place to place. Obviously, there must have been roads and highways that went throughout the entire land, not just a small portion of it. When the disciple Nephi wrote this and Mormon abridged it, the importance of indicating where the Nephite roads went with 3 different examples is quite revealing. These roads were necessary in order to connect the scattered Nephites who, according to Jacob's grandson Jarom, the Nephites multiplied exceedingly and spread upon the face of the land. And according to the prophet Helaman, the Nephites multiplied and spread from the land southward to the land northward, and from the sea west to the sea east, and from the sea south to the sea north. These roads would have gone across deserts, along high mountain edges, down along the sea coast, up and over hills, through canyons, and across valleys and mountains, and up slopes and over rises, with Nephite villages, towns, and cities found all over the land of promise. Obviously, this Nephite system would have been an extensive and lengthy series of roads that would have been built over time during the 1,000 years of Nephite occupation of the land of promise. So where in the world do we find such ancient roads and highways in an extended, interconnected system? Not found in Mesoamerica, but that ancient road system was of dirt and crushed rock, or covered over with white stucco, and very limited in overall distances, covering only several hundred miles. Nor is it North America, which had no ancient road system, and nothing has been found there, except for worn trails, narrow footpaths, and beaten down tracks. Only in South America do we find an ancient system of roads and highways in the entire Western Hemisphere. The ancient Peruvian road system, now erroneously called the Inca roads, was about 25,000 miles long, the distance from Los Angeles to New York City 9 times. It is the longest and most complete of any road system in the ancient world other than those of the Roman Empire, which, according to conquistadors who had seen both, the Peruvian roads were on a par with the Roman roads. The Nephite roads were the key to military might, which provided fast movement of troops and supply lines, as well as the movement of people and commerce. These roads were incredibly efficient and had direct routes to every town, land, and place. Like Roman roads, they were expertly engineered and have lasted throughout the Nephite period and are still in use today by modern Peruvians and farmers herding sheep to market. Since travel was by foot, these roads would have had roadside inns or post houses for overnight stay that were well protected. Besides the roads leading from city to city and place to place, there were 2 highways that ran the length of the land, one through the mountains from Quito to Mendoza, and another along the coast from Guayaquil to Santiago, extending a total of 25,000 miles and providing access to over 1.2 million square miles of territory, with roads reaching elevations of over 16,000 feet above sea level. In addition, some roads were 66 feet wide, compared to a modern 2-lane road, which is 32 feet wide, a 4-lane highway, which is 60 feet wide, and a 4-lane freeway, which is 90 feet wide. Where roads were blocked by mountains, the ancients built steps up and over, and where mountains were unscalable, they dug tunnels through them. To cross the impassable canyons and rushing rivers, they built rope bridges across the chasms. The construction of these roads became necessary as the Nephites multiplied and spread out across the land. After nearly 600 years, and before the destruction of the crucifixion, the Nephites had roads and highways which had grown into a system that connected all the towns, villages, settlements, and the cities of the Nephite nation. Consequently, some remnant of these roads would be visible today, and not just overgrown footpaths found in North America, or the Sac-Biob white roads in Mesoamerica that connect a few cities. For the Nephites had 1,000 years of development behind them by the time Lehi landed, and that would have been increased over the years in accomplishments. As Nephi said, he taught his people how to build. Are the magnificent ancient roads and highways in Andean South America the ones the disciple Nephi wrote about and Mormon abridged? Is this where Lehi landed? Is this where the Nephites lived? Was this where the land of promise was located? Is this where the roads and highways Mormon wrote about can be seen today? For more information on this and other land of promise subjects, see our blog at nephicode.com.
Hey, like and subscribe to Grandpa's video right now. You know the bunch is right here. Woohoo!